Do you know what? One of the major issues that we have today about waste collection, we are not educating our children or sometime even our husbands or mates. Come, let us ask our expert and know what is the common mistakes that we do and how best we can plan this together. Hey Joy, you're busy working in the kitchen today.
Hey, hi Janish. Yes, of course, I will be.
Mm-hmm. And what are these?
I'm chopping some onions.
Okay, I can see lot of garbages here.
Oh, yeah. Those are the onion peels, and these are from the. I made some salad, and so I got these many wastes from the salad.
Okay.
So I have kept it for my garden. This.
And can you tell me how are you exactly segregating it? Because I have no clue as such.
Okay. So the garbage. So I have two bins in my kitchen always.
Mm-hmm.
One is for my wet, and one is for my dry. One is for the compostable. Okay. So whatever is all the wet waste, the peels, all the vegetable peels goes into the wet.
Yes.
Okay, so that's called wet. And even your so your coconut shell is not a wet waste. It is not
Yes.
compostable. All that can be compost like can go into this bin. So this is not a compostable bin. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting this into the other bin. So that's a dry.
Okay.
So these are some peels. Again, so this is compostable. So I'm adding it to my bin here. So later I have a compost outside. I will later add this all to it. And your onion peels, your
Mm-hmm.
bananas, everything can go into the compost bin. So all these are like wet waste. They are categorized into wet waste. And the
Okay.
coconut shell is dry. But the coconut peel, if you can see,
Mm-hmm.
the this one,
The
this is
choir.
the coir from the coconut. This is compostable. So you can put this here. But the shells is not
Not
compostable. So
compost.
you need to put them in the dry waste. Okay. And all this, and also your leftover foods or compostable foods. So
Mm-hmm.
again you can put them here, but there is one thing that will come, like if you can't store them for long when you're adding your leftover foods, that gives you some bad odor at home. So like I always do is I dispose them in the garbage later. I store them here and I dispose them. So I never use any covers
Mm-hmm.
because covers go into your dry into your this bin where all your paper wrappers covers go, so you
Oh.
can dispose it. So you need to have like 3 to 4 bins at your house, one for
Mm-hmm.
your e-waste,
Mm-hmm.
one for your paper waste and your dry waste, and one you can have it for your wet waste. And again I'm segregating the wet waste again into two, like one whichever I am using it to compost and the other which I can discard in the common garbage area.
Okay.
So do you have any more doubts?
That's interesting. I'm curious to know how you are segregating the covers, especially the milk covers or
Okay. So when we
plastic.
are using the milk covers
Mm-hmm.
or the glass bottles, if you're getting some ketchup or all those the glass bottles,
Mm-hmm.
never throw your covers as such. Wash it, wash it lightly,
Mm-hmm.
rinse it lightly, and
Mm-hmm.
then you need to put them. The same applies to your jams, your all the bottles. You shouldn't have leftover foods in them. The BPMP will not accept
Accept.
those
Mm-hmm.
if it has some leftover. Even your food packaging that you get, rinse it
From
lightly.
Swiggy or done
Yes, rinse them
Zomato.
lightly
Mm-hmm.
and then throw them into your dry waste.
Pizza box or
Everything, all
bottle.
the box, carton box,
Uh-huh.
wrappers, your glass bottles, your plastic bottles, but
Pickle.
yeah, pickle
Mm-hmm.
bottles, but rinse them and then put them in. So make sure, because once they have some food in it, it will mix and it becomes hazardous waste. It will turn into hazardous waste. And apart from that, there is one more waste called the sanitary. So that you need to keep them separate. So you need to have nearly around 6 baskets or six
Okay.
bins. One is
Okay.
for the e-waste, one is for the sanitary, one is for the hazardous waste. The hazardous waste includes your paint buckets, your painting,
Which is toxin,
which is
basically.
toxic, and then as well you have
Medicine.
your medicine bottle. And do you think so it was shocking for me to know when I saw that even your cosmetic bottles comes under hazardous waste.
Oh.
It doesn't comes under your normal dry waste.
Okay.
So it is dry waste is generally that can be recycled. So your milk packets can be recycled, your Coke
Okay.
tins can be recycled. So whichever is recyclable goes to the dry waste. So make sure that is very clear for you. So whichever can be recycled goes into your dry waste. Your papers, plastics, your cardboards, like your takeaway boxes, everything goes to the dry waste. But your shampoo bottles, no. Your cosmetic bottles, they all go to the hazardous waste. So those are not, because there are contents inside. Maybe if you are cleaning them and taking only the plastic bottles, then they are safe to go in the dry, dry recyclable waste.
Okay.
Or else it tends to be hazardous.
Okay.
So all this you have to dispose separately to the BBMP. So they will segregate it properly, like into the hazardous waste. And then you have the sanitary. So everyone knows you have to wrap your diapers or sanitary napkins in a paper and then mark them with a red dot, and there is a dustbin specifically with the red color for it. So you can, all the medical waste also goes along with the hazardous waste. So that is the yellow bin that is there
Okay.
for the hazardous waste. So the green is for the compost bin. So, but if you are doing your own compost and if you have a garden, you can use it. Like we produce, like just for a salad, I got this much of waste. So every time we cook, we get a lot of vegetables, vegetable peels, our fruit peels. So we can use them to compost ourselves at home. And then all your leftover foods, it'll be stinky. So you can dispose them into the compost bin in the common area.
Okay.
So the others you can compost yourself at home and you can use them for your plants. And then we have the dry waste, which is whichever is recyclable, your glass bottles, and again your cloths, that goes to the dry waste, or you can donate it to somebody instead of throwing it here. And if it is more harmful, then you can discard them.
Okay.
And I hope,
It's really good to know.
I mean, I think
And
I gave too many information. Hope
yeah,
you
it is too many. Actually, I will come back to you and exactly want to know practically how you are doing it. And it is not about knowing things, how we are practicing it. That is more important.
So always I have two bins. Doesn't distract your kitchen ambience as well. It looks cool. So you can, so like every day you can dispose them. You need not to have like a big. This is a very small one. So you can, so like every day you can discard. So it's like you can just go to the parking area and throw your garbage. It's just a 2-minute walk down the lane.
So
it's
how
not
often you are disposing it? Your
every
wet
day.
waste and day waste.
Every day.
Every day is for wet waste
Every
and
day
for
of
dry
my
waste.
wet and dry waste. For but other recyclable plastic waste, like as much my bin fills it, I dispose them.
I guess dry waste can stay little longer, 3 or 4 days, nothing will happen. And
Wet
wet
waste
waste
because
we have
the
to dispose
flies
it.
and insects might come,
Right.
and there is like maybe you might get a foul smell if it starts decaying here in
Okay.
your counter. So it's better always to discard every now and then.
Okay, good to know. Yes, I will join with you as a hubby to help you in all this.
Yes.
Yes. I am at garbage collection point in Land Capital Primero. I can see 6 garbage collection bins over here. I can see reject or sanitary waste bin over here. Reject waste. See the color code red. Next is green. This is organic or wet waste. Green is compostable organic waste which we dispose every day. Next we have is dry waste bin which is marked in blue. This is also called recyclable garbage bin. Next is e-waste which is in yellow.